Crab linguine is definitely a beautiful thing.
Loaded up with freshly cooked white and brown crab meat, wafer-thin fennel, and little hits of chili and lemon is a truly elegant corker of a dish. I'm going to start with fennel, which is wonderful with crab.
I'm going to use these outer parts here to flavour the lovely stock. If I take the herbs off here, this is gold dust. So we'll keep this just to the side. And this can go in to our crab water. I can put a little chili into the water. I can pick a few herbs, oregano, thyme, anything that's nice and fresh that's growing. You can put a little lemon juice in. It's a little bit of acidity and just a little bit of salt. This is all going to flavour this little kind of hot bath that's going to cook the crab. And I'm just going to simply go straight in. I'm going to complement the crab meat with some basic things. We had the fennel here. We're just going to half it. Now you can grate this on the coarse side of a grater, or use your chopping skills to finely slice the fennel. Let's go in with half of these fennel tops. Then I'm going to use fine side of a grater, and I'm going to just zest in that lovely yellowy, fragrant part of the lemon. I'll use the juice as well.
Add a finely chopped small bunch of parsley, about 8 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and a de-seeded red chilli.
We'll give that a little mix up. Very, very simple. This bowl just goes on the water, and it will just lightly kind of half cook the veg.
After 10 minutes of boiling, remove the crab from the pan and leave it to cool. The water in the pan is full of flavour, so I want to use that to cook the linguine.
We want about 80 to 100 grams of linguine per person. In there, twist it, in it goes, give it a little shake, and I'll pop this back on top, and I'll just give it a stir every now and again. Let's talk about how we're going to break this down. It's very, very simple. So rip the claws off first. That's one easy bit. Then we simply rip these little legs off here. And then we go to the back here. So that's the head, right? And we're going to go to this part here, and we're just going to push it up like that. In a pestle and mortar, get a spoon, and just bring that brown meat out like that. We'll get rid of the shell, and what we can do is it can just smash it up and make it nice, but this is where 90% of the flavour is.
Carry on extracting every last morsel of crab meat. Crack open the body and pick through with a knife. Twist and open up the leg joints, then tackle the claws. Just smash the shell like a boiled egg and pull out the meat, discarding the feathery bone in the middle.
Take our veggies off now. It's kind of half cooked, maybe 3/4 cooked, but it's delicate like the pasta. We'll go in with our brown meat, and then we're going to go in with our white meat.
Time now to bring the whole dish together.
Beautiful. Now is about silence and eating. So good. If you love food, if you like to cook, if you want to have a go at that, it's really simple. And then you'll just be that little bit happier. We're going to do angry mussels. So chili, garlic, and some tomatoes. We're going to have them just opened with the broth. We're going to have them over toast, and we're going to have them with some beautiful spaghetti. There is nothing negative that these bad boys do. They clean the water, they're full of goodness, they're absolutely delicious. They take about 4 minutes to cook, so it's the ultimate fast food. Now, you can get your fishmonger to prep these for you. They just wash them and pull a little beard off like that. They're really, really simple to do. If there's any that are open, just get rid of them. I've got a pan of boiling water, and I've got a griddle pan. Those two things signify taking the beautiful mussels 2 ways. So first up, salted boiling water. Let's get the pasta or the linguine. Grab it with 2 hands, twist it, and then when it goes in, it will spiral around, and then it won't stick together. So a nice little tip there. Put the pan straight on there. For here, we're going to do a beautiful crostini, right? So we're going to get a nice chunk of interesting bread, and then we're going to do a piece of toast. Turn that down nicely. Now in here, we're going to do angry mussels. So arrabbiata sauce, an Italian sauce based around chili, garlic, and some beautiful tomatoes. Take the little ends off the chilies. The seeds are the really hot part, and we want to get rid of those. Cut it into little strips. Olive oil, a couple of tablespoons goes in, go straight in with the chili, and bring it up from a cold pan to hot. So it really kind of stews the chili in the oil. And then I want to slice up some garlic. 2 or 3 cloves will be just fine. This is super fast food. This will be done in the time that it takes to cook the spaghetti, no problem at all. In with the garlic. Let's change up the traditional kind of parsley, basil, herb. I can see rosemary, fantastic. We go straight in and they go into the oil and the flavor is really meaty, really savory. Have a little look at that. Really, really nice. Absolutely gorgeous. So back on here, turn the heat up. Oh, I tell you what might be nice, a little bit of lemon zest. Just a couple of strokes, it will make all the difference. Oh, I can smell it already. The minute this garlic starts to look golden, straight in with the mussels, a little bit of white wine. I just want a gesture. It's on full whack, and we're going to go in with the tomatoes. Now, you want plum tomatoes, and then use your hands to really scrunch the tomatoes through your hands so you get a nice rustic tomato sauce with white wine. Right, lid on top. 4 minutes, or until they've all opened, and they're going to be incredible. With the toast, to transform it, just get 1 clove of garlic, cut it in half, rub it once, twice, 3 times, all right, 4 around the rim. That is very, very nice. Really, really pungent and gorgeous. Look at that. So you can tell when these mussels are cooked, when they've pinged open. We're going to have them just opened like that with the broth. Beautiful. So taking the juice from the bottom, we can just have a little taste. Oh, that little bit of lemon zest is properly just made the whole thing incredible. You've got a lot of juice coming out there, and that juice as well loves to go on things that suck up flavour. Couscous, rice, pasta, bread. Absolutely fantastic. So plain, opened mussels. Simple and beautiful. Then we've got the toast, and we're going to put the mussels on top, and of course all of that juice just goes straight into the toast. It sucks it all up, and it just makes it slightly more substantial. And then on the last bit, we're going to go in with the pasta. And then when the pasta's slightly under, what it's going to do is suck up that lovely flavour. Look at that. Wow. Linguini with mussels. Super, super delicious. I would finish that with good olive oil. Absolutely gorgeous. Enjoy it. Let's talk about scallops. Diver caught scallops. Look at these. What a trophy of the sea. Scallops are a real weekend treat for people you love. This is about a luxurious, gorgeous thing where you can concentrate, focus, and blow people away. So if you're going to spend that little bit more on something as delicious and as delicate as these little beauties, you've got to take your time. Get the best ingredients and really aim for perfection. When I was a kid, I'd never tasted these. All I knew is there was some dodgy dinner parties with these as ashtrays. Fantastic. So put your knife in, just wingle it in there, run it down the back of the flat side of the shell. The closer you get to that, the least scallop you waste, okay? Remove that skirt. This little black part here, you can kind of pull that away. So get rid of that. And then you're left with the roe. The roe's kind of small on this one, so you might as well just get rid of it. So look, there you have the brilliant scallop. You can just run your knife down the side and just disconnect it from the bottom of that shell. And there you have it. One of the most fantastic shellfish out there. So I've got some smoked bacon here. I just want to dice it up into nice chunky lardons. It's nice and fatty, and that's going to provide crispiness and that kind of savouriness that's going to really work with the scallops. I mean, God, pigs, shellfish couldn't be so far apart in the world, but together they're so good. I want to show you a little preparation. Get your knife and go halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to go sage. You know, to many, a very unusual herb. You know, you're taught at college never to use woody herbs with seafood. Absolute rubbish. This is wonderful with seafood.
Fry up your smoked bacon in a little olive oil.
We need to focus now. This is about really precise, incredible cooking and flavours that match together. No mucking about. The minute that this bacon gets golden, pull it to one side. That fat leans down to one side and we go in with the sage. The sage goes through an incredible transformation now. It goes from a frumpy old woody herb into like kind of crackling.
Add a knob of butter.
A light seasoning with salt, and we go cut side down. So in with the scallops. We're just gonna let it cook mainly 70% on that cut side to get gorgeous caramelization, then a flip over and sort of 30% of cooking on the other side. So it's precision, right? We've got to get it right.
I'm serving my scallops with a rich buttery mash.
Hopefully, if we flip it, it's going to be perfect. And as soon as you turn it over, you see that it just kind of pushes out. We're going to get some lemon and we're going to let it just fry with the butter and lemon and just watch what happens. And that little bit of lemon will just kiss the scallops. Gorgeous. This is just for people you love. Sage leaves are absolutely edible to the hilt. Something very, very special. It's exciting, you can see it, smell it. There's kind of that heat control and proper cooking and a combination and dynamic of flavour that will just make you smile.
And if that wasn't indulgent enough, I've got another shellfish treat to get your weekend rocking.
Let's do something a bit different, come on! I'm just gonna put a whole load of oysters in there and the heat will take some time to go through. Gorgeous.
Simple fresh oysters are delicious, but cooking them takes them to a whole new level. And I'm gonna cook them gently in ash until they pop open in about 10 minutes. But to take them up another level, I want to make a perfect sauce.
Half a pack of butter. I want to make a Tabasco beurre noisette. That, sizzling over a popped, cooked oyster, is going to be heavenly. So notice in the pan, it's kind of getting brown here, okay? So we're letting it sizzle. You can see that beurre noisette's going to give you that meaty kind of nuttiness. It's quite hot, so I can bring it up here. I'm going to go in with some lemon juice. Shake, shake, shake. We'll put it back on the heat just to bring that back to the boil. I'm going to hit it up with Tabasco.
The fiery Tabasco will add a fabulous zing to the sauce and lift the whole dish.
So just keep moving it around. And I'm watching it like a hawk for that moment where the fat and the lemon juice just goes a little bit creamy.
Finish it with a little seasoning and my sauce is ready for the oysters.
I'm just going to put a little lick of that with an ash-cooked oyster. It's going to be incredible. Sometimes they kind of cook closed to see if it's cooked inside. Yeah, you can see how easy that is. That's cooked all right. Something quite prehistoric about cooking like this. There's still juices coming out. This is just for people you love. Intimate party. Share that juice around and just fill up those little shells. Let's try one. A completely different experience. Heat, lemon, those lovely sort of caramelly flavours from the butter. Really, really good.
I'm going to give you the most beautiful recipe for skewered prawns. I'm going to wrap them on skewers with smoky bacon. And then in contrast to that, we're going to do a beautiful salad, refreshing, with watermelon, feta, cucumber, herbs. It's a really nice combo, guys. So let's do it. First up, prawns. So what we can do is just take the heads off first. So I'll take all the heads off, like that, really easy. And you can just rattle through it super fast. Then take all the shell off until the very end bit,
Lovely. Now, I want to show you how to butterfly them. Get a knife and just run that carefully down the back. Don't put pressure in. And then once you've done that, you can get the knife in and take that little vein out. You have to be a little bit patient, but it's really easy to do. And it allows the marinade to get inside the prawns and make them even more delicious. Now it's time for the marinade. Really simple. Get a little dish, and then I'm going to get a lemon and some garlic. I want to use one of these little fine graters just to get that lovely yellow lemony zest off. I'll cut this in half. So the lemon juice will really flavour the prawns. And then I've got the garlic here. Now what I like to do, just get like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, skin on, no problem at all. A nice little pinch of salt and a nice little pinch of pepper, and then just give it a nice little bash. And the skins will come off like that. You just get rid of that. Just smash up that garlic to a paste, and then choose a herb. It could be parsley, it could be fennel, it could be mint, whatever you want, basil. Just tear that in there, and we'll smash that in too. So once you've bashed it all up, take it out, put it into the little dish, pour over just a little bit of olive oil. That is a lovely marinade, sort of ready to kiss those prawns. And because we've prepared them with such a lot of love, that's gonna get right in to all those little cuts you made. And you can let those marinate for about half an hour, but really just move it around so all that garlic and parsley gets everywhere. Then what I wanna do is get myself a nice skewer, and I've got some smoky bacon. Take a little bit of smoked bacon or pancetta, put that on the end of our skewer, then get your prawn, and you can almost put like 2 little bits like that. And then you can put the pancetta back, and then you put the prawn. So like you can just whack it on, that's the truth of it. But I quite like weaving on. The bacon's gonna protect the prawns from the brutal heat of the barbecue. Kind of looks cool as well, look at that, man. Just make sure it's not too compacted. You wanna let everything breathe, not be too squashed in, because that will stop the heat. Let me just have a little wipe down. So look, let me get ahead of the game with the salad. We're gonna do a watermelon and feta salad. Let's cut these up. Look at the colour. And then once I've done that, I'm just gonna cut the outside off, and then we'll do the next one like that. So once you've got your peeled watermelon, we're just gonna do lovely little sort of 1 centimetre, slightly over slices, 1.5 centimetres. I wanna simply slice these slices across 1 centimetre and then turn it the other way. Kind of want to make it quite graphic and sort of like little mouth-sized chunks. So we're going to use lemon again, and then into that some nice cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil. To the party, just before we get going, I'll add some finely sliced red chilli. So add as much as you like, and then pick a herb. Anything that you can chew and eat nicely goes in. Just that fresh, fragrant, kind of irony hit is gonna be good. I'm just gonna take half a red onion, and we'll just now mix it in to the rest of the herb leaves. That lovely watermelon goes in. So let's put the skewers on now. These will take about 5 or 6 minutes, depending on the heat here. Now, let's get on to the next bit of our salad. I've got these beautiful slices of feta. I'll cut it into little slices. In we go. Look at the colours. And then cucumber. So again, 1 centimetre slice. So now just take a little time and pride in tossing this around. Right, let's go and have a look at these little skewers. Oh, come on. Look at that. You know, you want it to be golden and crisp. When the bacon's crisp, the prawns are done. Oh, we've had 3 minutes on each side. Come on, man. Absolutely beautiful. And I just serve it pretty much like that. On the top, gorgeous. And look, at this point in the story, you just have to grab that and just pull it straight off. So look at that. Let's have a try. Yes, delicious. And then, of course, you got the salad. Full of life. So there you go, guys. Next time you do a barbecue, maybe have a go at this. This is like a little bit of sunshine in your life. I'm gonna show you how to make the most delicious pepper, prawn and chorizo bake with beautiful rice around it. It is so scrumptious. So in my freezer, I nearly always have prawns of some kind. Put them in a little cold water for like 15 minutes. They defrost, happy days. So I've preheated an oven to 220, right? If I cut halfway through this pepper, just run your knife around here take the seeds out of your peppers and then cut this into 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The first part of the story is very, very simple. Open the oven and go straight onto the bars, right? We just want to give it a really good roasting really quickly. So, a little bit of olive oil in a pan, and let's start the story with chorizo, about 50 grams. And in this chorizo is the key to a lot of the flavor. So it's not just sausage, it's got garlic, it's got herbs, it's got beautiful, you know, pimento in there, sweet cayenne, and get that into your olive oil. So I've got 4 cloves of garlic, which I want to finely slice, and I'm going to get that into the chorizo to let the sausage and garlic fry away. I want to get about half a bunch of parsley, finely slice those stalks, and they're going to go in with the chorizo and the garlic. So as this gets gorgeous and crispy, I'm going to get myself a bowl and I'm going to remove this chorizo and garlic now. Importantly, leaving behind that amazing flavoured oil. So get yourself a mug. We're going to put in basmati rice. 1 mug of rice is perfect for 4 people. Into that oil, mix it up. Let the fat go around that gorgeous rice. For the perfect rice, you want 2 mugs of boiling water. 1, 2. So let's go back to the oven now and get those peppers. The natural sugars in these peppers have been accessed, and that's going to make a massive difference in this bake. So take your little ring and just nestle it into your rice. So turn that off now, and this will go in the oven with a lid on top or tin foil for 15 minutes, right, to let it all plump up and get gorgeous. I'm going to now show you how to do the prawns, about 300 grams on the chorizo and the garlic. My family love prawns. And then finely grate the zest of half a lemon, and then I'll put the juice of half a lemon into this, right? So just give that a stir up. Lemon, garlic, chorizo, look at the colours, come on. So let that marinate while the rice cooks, and then I'll show you what to do next, because it's going to be amazing. Okay, look at that. Steamy, gorgeous, and colourful. Then take those amazing prawns and just kind of like sprinkle it over the top like that. Just push it into the rice, and we'll pop that back in the oven now for 5 minutes so we cook the prawns all the way through. Five minutes is up, and here we have it, my friends. A beautiful chorizo, prawn, and pepper bake. And then just take some of that lovely chopped parsley, sprinkle it on top. Let's go for it, come on. Get yourself a nice chunk of the pepper. So good. Nice little wodge of fresh yogurt. That with a nice little lemon, bit of parsley on top. Throw in a little bit of salad on the side. Right, let's have a little try. Hallelujah. The smell will draw in my teenagers, and they will devour all of this in no time at all.
When you're juggling work and family, you need a dish that's super simple to rustle up.
I want to make a curry, a really beautiful, fragrant curry, but I want to do it in such a way that it's surprising and exciting. And do you know what? It's just a handful of ingredients, right? I've got ginger, garlic, chili. There's always an onion or that family in the house, and then yogurt, rice, standard stuff. In the freezer, I always have sustainable prawns. These I've just put in a bowl of water for 5 minutes, defrosted them. They're fantastic. So I'm gonna do an amazing rice cake, right? It's gonna blow your mind. So 1 builder's mug of basmati rice into a pan, and then 2 of the same mug of water, right up to the top. So in we go. Get that on full whack, super easy. Season it with a little pinch of salt. So bring this to the boil, cook it for about 10 or 12 minutes until the water's cooked away, and when it has cooked away, turn it down to low for 5 minutes, then it will go crispy and golden. Super simple. Let's get onto the curry. Take 4 cloves of garlic and finely slice it. And we're on to the curry pan. Put some olive oil in there, and then go in with these wonderful, fragrant ingredients bit by bit. So garlic in, so about 1.5 chilies. Always check how hot they are, because they can catch you out every now and again. Nice thumb-sized piece of ginger. Just get a little spoon and scrape the skin off. And then just finely slice the ginger, just nice little chunks like that. So that goes into the pan. Look at the colours. Give that a little toss. And then spring onions, just cut one bunch into like 2 centimetre chunks. Sprinkle that in, right? Then we're gonna go in with a good friend, right? Mango chutney. You want a couple of nice tablespoons going in there. So, if you look at the rice, the water's now gone. You've got the little holes here, and now we turn it down low. 5 minutes, don't rush it, and you'll go from standard rice to rice cake. So I'm just gonna steal half of this into here, and then about 150 mils of water, and this will make the most incredible sauce. So let me go and whiz this up. Now, this is the time when we can go in with our prawns. I left just 1 or 2 prawns whole with their heads on. The rest, I just peeled the shell. A nice couple of handfuls in there. Look at that. I'm gonna wash my hands. So, the sauce goes in now. Couple of minutes, and that's good. So just take your rice and then just flip it like that. Can you see how crispy that is on the top? Right, the sauce. Turn the heat off here now, and then about 150 grams of yogurt like that. Just give it a little shake and just pour. Gorgeous. Easy prawn curry with a lovely rice cake. Get in there and just break it open. And if you look in this, you know, you've still kind of got the fluffiness and the steam stuff inside. See how lovely and steamy that is? It's going for the prawn. Look at the colours, guys. The colours are bonkers. It's just blooming brilliant. Come on, more sauce, more sauce. Let's just do a little bit of poppadom action. A little bit of salad on the side for a bit of crunch. That is a beautiful plate of prawn curry. Rice cake galore. Come on, let's do this. Gentle, fragrant, loads of flavours. Prawn's lovely. It's joyful. Really, really joyful. I'm happy. So happy. Right, I'm gonna go and serve this to the family. I think they're gonna love it. I'm gonna give myself a challenge to give you the most delicious dish in 4 minutes, okay? And I'm doing that to big up a product that I am so proud of. I've done a whole range of grain pouches. I'm proud of them because they're really good for you. It's all the stuff that everyone keeps telling us all to eat more of. Rices, beans, those quinoas, and often these take special cooking or soaking overnight, and I've done all of that for you. So check them out, they're in all the major supermarkets. I'm gonna take this one. This is super tomato and olive, quinoa, brown rice, wheat berries and fennel. It's delicious. Open it, pop it in a microwave for 1 minute. You can reheat it in a pan if you want. I'm gonna put a timer on so you know I'm not cheating. So I'm gonna go for 4 minutes, okay? Actually, let's put it on 5 minutes, just so I can kind of wallow in having it all done before the bell's gone off. Okay, so I've got a pan. Let's put that on a high heat, like that. Let's heat that up. I am gonna do prawns and chorizo, surf and turf, so it's gonna be very nice. My family love prawns. You can have fresh ones, or you can get the frozen ones and just thaw them out in a little sieve under some cold water. That might take a few more minutes, but it's still pretty quick. I'm gonna take some chorizo. I love chorizo. Those cured meats that have garlic and herbs and the paprika. So I'm gonna take a little bit like this and just roughly and thinly slice the chorizo. I'm gonna add that to the pan as it heats up. The reason I like this is because the garlic and the spice comes out, and that is also going to flavour the prawns. So in the pan we go, like this. A little kiss of olive oil, no worries at all. I might give it a little bit of black pepper for a bit of spice. So this is going to do magic things very quickly. These prawns don't need much cooking, so I'll leave those to one side. So I have this amazing kind of base. So I think of these grains as a meal centre. You can use these incredible grains in stuffings when you're roasting meats. You can stir them into soups. You can have it as a side dish. You can heat them up and put them into salads. So really, really nice. You can see here the chorizo is sizzling. So this is very, very good. I'm gonna turn this microwave off because that's definitely had a minute, I think, and the bell didn't go. Quick salad, courgette, humble courgette, give it a wash. People are really bored of courgettes, I think. A way to make them delicious, bag of rocket, or it could be watercress or mixed salad leaves, just regular from a supermarket. Put that in a nice big bowl. Take a speed peeler and finely peel the courgette into the bowl and just go down to the fluffy, seedy core, which I'm not going to eat. And you turn that frumpy old courgette into something very beautiful and very elegant. Courgette and spices are really good. Courgette and prawns, really nice. Probably all I need for the moment. And I'll hit that up with half a lemon and a pinch of salt. Maybe a herb. Take any herb you want. It could be dill, it could be mint, it could be basil. Just pick the leaves in like that. Absolutely beautiful. Toss it up. A little feta cheese could be nice in here, but I'm really happy with this as a nice, simple, delicate salad. Look at that. So that'll be nice with our prawns. Have a look in here. You can see we've got sizzle going on, and while that sizzle's there, go in with the prawns. So the prawns need 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes max. Toss that up, you can see the colour, beautiful. In the microwave, and I do have a microwave and I use it for various things. Great for reheating this. When you reheat these lovely quinoa bags, they're hot, they get really sort of plump and soft and delicious. They're already flavoured. They've already had love, care and attention. And what I like to do is just sprinkle them onto the plate. They're soft and they're steamy, and they will soak up any juices that you put into them. Oh, the bell's gone, it's beaten me. Okay, so we're at 5 minutes. I could have done it quicker. I'm annoyed with myself, but look, we're 5 minutes and 20 seconds. The salad's done. The prawns and chorizo is done. I lost this one this time, but nonetheless, I'm not going to give myself too much grief. Prawns with chorizo, beautiful fluffy grains. The wheat berries are absolutely delicious. It's almost like pearl barley, gorgeous. In the pan I've got the fats that have cooked out of the chorizo, so we don't want to waste that. Look at that, guys, look at that. So a nice, let's have a little bit of that fat at the top. That'll go into those grains. Look at that, come on. Oh, it's beautiful. One pan to wash up. We're at about 5.5 minutes. All right, I wasn't rushing. Got a nice salad, a lovely little dish here. That is my beautiful chorizo and prawns with that incredible pouch of grains with the wheat berries, the quinoa, brown rice, the fennel, tomatoes and olive, full of flavour. 5.5 minutes for a midweek meal, 5.5 minutes for any meal is a beautiful thing. Full of colour, full of fantasy, and I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm very happy with that. These grain pouches are brilliant. I am so proud of them because they're so healthy and gorgeous, and they're fixing a problem. And the solution is I've done all the cooking, all the soaking, all the flavours for you. You can then use them like this in a wonderful dish. You can use those grains for stuffing. You can use those grains in soups. You can use them in salads to make them more exciting. You can use them as a carb on the side. You know, they're just brilliant. A little fried egg, really, really nice. So there you go, let's have a little taste. Let's go for the grains first with some of that. Olives, tomato, fennel. Let's go for a bit of everything. Chorizo and the prawns. Chorizo and the prawns. So good. That is cool, fast, modern cooking for busy people. So I'm about to make for my family a prawn toast toastie. Yes, it's basically a mashup between a toastie that we all love in my house and those beautiful prawn toasts that you get in a Chinese restaurant, right? We've got some lovely uncooked prawns. I've got an egg, ginger, spring onions, some chili dipping sauce, bit of soy sauce, and let's do this. I've got a loaf of bread, get a serrated knife and slice it about 1 centimetre thick. So I want 4 slices. Now the first job is to create the filling. So the filling is super simple. Take yourself 2 spring onions, just trim the ends off and then just finely slice it. Then we're gonna go in with some ginger. So just like a little 2 centimetre piece, just peel off the outside like that. I keep these trimmings, by the way, just dry them and they're wicked for making lovely cups of tea, or you can put them in broths and make lovely noodle broths and stuff. Slice it up, you can grate it if you want, and just run your knife through it so it's nice and fine. Then in with the prawns. What I look for is just nice, sustainable prawns. Just pull 4 nice prawns aside. What we're gonna do with this is just slice it all up and then bring it in to the ginger and the spring onions and chop it all together. And then I'm gonna crack 1 egg and put the egg whites into this bowl, and then the yolk will go in the middle here. Just make the whole thing bind together. The only thing I want to do now is just lightly season it with some soy sauce. Just a splash, super simple. Just a little bit of coriander in here will be lovely. And again, just chop it through. So look, next bit could not be easier. Take the bread and we're gonna fill it. So take half of that mix, put it onto the bread. In we go with the stuffing, really load it up. Look at that. Be nice and generous. Okay, so that's good to go. Then place this part on top. So get a fork and just beat up your egg whites so they're nice and loose. And then get your bread, pop it 1 side on the egg whites, 2 sides on the egg whites, and then get your sesame seeds and we're gonna cover it so it all sticks to it. 1 side, press it down, other side. The sesame seeds stick to the bread. And when we toast that, it'll go golden, crispy, and delicious. Time to get the pan on. I want to cook this on a medium heat. I'm going to use a large non-stick pan, and then I want to kind of posh it up a little bit. So I'm going to take a little knife, take that little prawn, and simply cut it in half. And what I want to do is push this in to the actual bread, so the bread and the prawn become one. Oh yes, on top like this. A little bit of oil on top. Look at that. And then straight in to our pan, just like that. Super simple. You can hear it frying already. About 3 minutes on each side until golden, crisp, and delicious. Okay, let me wash my hands. And now, let's check this beautiful prawn toastie. Get under there, have a flick. Hey! Look how crispy that is. So look, that side has had 3 minutes. I'm just gonna go on the prawn side, just for 1 more minute to get it really perfectly golden, and then I'll serve it. Come in, kids, I've got prawns! Let's get amongst it. Oh God, I love it. The ginger, spring onions, prawn, what a combo. But it's the crunch of the sesame seeds and the sweetness of the chili sauce. And it's just everything you love about a prawn toastie. Poppy, you're gonna go nuts for this, like for real. So the idea is you take your little sandwich and dip it aggressively in that chili sauce.
Okay. That's so nice.
Amazing.
Do you want me to teach you how to make it?
Yeah.